Hey, I'm Nick Santino. I'm from Braintree, Massachusetts, and we are in New York City at Santos Party House for the Long and Winding Roadshow. Very excited. I had the dream when I was in middle school because I would watch Blink-182 documentaries, and I just never thought I would have it, but it was like, 12 years old, 13 years old, just dreaming that I wanted to be that guy on Warped Tour playing in front of these people. So I never expected it to happen until it actually did, which is really cool. My parents were always supportive, and my friends always thought it was really cool, and my friends always helped me, and I went on tour, and they would come with me and do merch and all that stuff, and my parents are always my biggest fans, and they still are. So I guess it was like I was in the best situation to make this my path, I guess. It's interesting. I guess it has its ups and downs. There's days where it's amazing, and there's days where you're just kind of like sulking and you're a little mopey about it. But you can't complain because this is what we're doing, and it beats working a 9-to-5 job, in an office building or at a fast food restaurant or something like that. And just like any job, it has its ups and downs. But this obviously, fortunately, has more ups than downs. The downs being like if you get a flat tire and you get stuck somewhere, or you get stuck because of the weather, or a show is bad, or a show gets canceled, or you get sick on the road, like those kind of things that affect you doing what you're doing. Those are when you have the bummer days. But there's more good than bad, which is great. Yeah, playing internationally is really awesome. I mean, to be cliche and corny, like the whole thing is surreal because I would never expect that I could be doing this, but playing internationally is even more surreal because we play in places like the Philippines and Indonesia where you think nobody ever would come and listen to your music, and they do, and it's crazy. So. I'm really like a Twitter and an Instagram guy. It's like I don't know social media as well as other bands do, like the Facebook thing. I don't know how to use that really. But I'm always on Twitter. I'm always on Instagram, so I try to engage with people. I see people. I read through every comment. People always think you scroll past them, but I read every single reply and mention. And, it's become part of my daily routine that I don't even realize that I'm doing it, So I guess that's a good thing to have because it's not a forced interaction. It's very genuine, I guess you would say from you would expect an answer from an independent artist that like myself, like, oh, I need all the money in the world, so I'm going to put my records only in places that people have to pay for, and I see in return. And I don't really look at it like that. I personally use Spotify all the time, and I use Spotify in ways where if I hear a band, I go on there to check out their record. If I really like the record, I go and buy it on iTunes right away. Just because it's like renting a movie, you know what I mean? If you really like it and you want to own it, go off and buy it after that. But I mean, for me, yeah, money is great, but it's not about the money. And I don't even know why Taylor, she probably has her reasonings, but you know what I mean? She just bought a $20 million penthouse right down the street from here. She owns an $18 million mansion in Rhode Island. She owns a mansion in Nashville, an apartment in Nashville. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people see where her money is physically going, and they still just feed the beast. It's like, I'm going to buy this $15 Taylor Swift record because I love her. And it's like, that's great. But you can see that she just bought a $20 million mansion. Where do you think she's getting that money from? So for someone like her taking it off Spotify, it's like, I don't get, because she's so like pop now and everything. And someone like Garth Brooks, who's like country roots, he doesn't have his music on anything digital. He only sells his music in Walmart. You can't buy it anywhere else but Walmart, and that's his target crowd. I mean, it just sounds crazy, but I think that's smart for people like him. Taylor Swift, I don't understand. There's probably some logic behind it that I haven't heard of, but for someone like me, it's like exposure is exposure. So if someone's downloading, like, I don't encourage it, but if someone downloads my record, illegally on Kazaa or Napster or whatever cool is, whatever torrent site's going on, like, as long as they come out to a show and they sing the lyrics to my songs, that makes me happy. I don't care, you know what I mean? Because then they'll buy a T-shirt, and that makes up for them buying 2 of my records, which is perfect. So it's not always about the money to me, and it's more about getting my stuff out there, And if I'm at somebody like Taylor Swift's level where I can afford 5 different houses that cost me $20 million a piece, I wouldn't really complain about Spotify unless she has a really good reason behind it,
Yes.